Welcome back to Siofok. We've had one game already today. That was Andorra against the Czech Republic. The Czech Republic winning that one by 5-3. This is match 2, England against Romania. England off the back of a victory yesterday against Moldova by 5-3. Romania, by contrast, very disappointing performance yesterday, losing 6-2 to Azerbaijan. This a Group 1 contest in Division B. This is how things stand in this particular group. Azerbaijan and England getting their victories yesterday, and Moldova and Romania still to get off the mark. Romania, a return to them for Euro Beach Soccer action after missing last season, a hiatus. They were in Division A when they last played in 2013. They're an ageing side though, and you have to say that they certainly looked their age yesterday. They tailed off very badly in the third and final period. Flags of the two competing teams are out on the sand. Very shortly, they'll be joined by the FIFA Fair Play flag and the match officials. Here we go. Match 2 then, of day 2. And you'd say a win here for England today would absolutely guarantee them a spot in the promotional final. They're probably there already. But victory would undoubtedly secure that place in Pärnu in a couple of weeks' time. Romania, they need to improve on what we saw yesterday. There are the match officials for this encounter, 4 of them, from Turkey, Russia, Lithuania and Hungary. Teams now going to be introduced to the crowd. Not a big crowd as yet, but it will build up as the day goes on. Hungary due to be in action at the back end of the day. England first of all being introduced to the crowd. They made hard work of it at times yesterday against Moldova before they established their supremacy. They ended up with 5 different scorers: James Temple, Mitch Day, also Scott Lawson, Matty Evans and Aaron Clark. So that's a good indication for them that they've got goals across the team. Romania, meanwhile, they started off really well yesterday. Marian Machuca, that's Machi, number 14, very much their pivotal figure. But even though he got an early goal, there was nothing else he could really contribute in terms of goal scoring, and in the end Azerbaijan ran away with things very comfortably indeed. Time now for the national anthems, and the first national anthem you hear will be that of England. Welcome back to Siofok. We've had one game already today. That was Andorra against the Czech Republic. The Czech Republic winning that one by 5-3. This is match 2, England against Romania. England off the back of a victory yesterday against Moldova by 5-3. Romania, by contrast, very disappointing performance yesterday, losing 6-2 to Azerbaijan. This a Group 1 contest in Division B. This is how things stand in this particular group. Azerbaijan and England getting their victories yesterday, and Moldova and Romania still to get off the mark. Romania, a return to them for Euro Beach Soccer action after missing last season, a hiatus. They were in Division A when they last played in 2013. They're an ageing side though, And you have to say that they certainly looked their age yesterday. They tailed off very badly in the third and final period. Flags of the two competing teams are out on the sand. Very shortly, they'll be joined by the FIFA Fair Play flag and the match officials. Match 2 of day 2 here in Siofok. Roasting hot day again. It'll be a test for the players, a test for the match officials. Here's the England lineup. As I mentioned, 5 goal scorers yesterday. It's a settled side and a side that's full of confidence. Number 5, Terry Bowes, is their coach, but David Jones listed as the coach there because players not allowed to play and coach in the same match. As for Romania, the good news for them is that Dorel Zaharia, number 11, is available. He didn't feature yesterday against Azerbaijan, so they were selecting from just 9. They're selecting from 10 today. The other goal scorer for Romania yesterday was Gabriel Dobry, number 5. And it'll be interesting to see if Bota Florionat, number 9, is a little less idiosyncratic in goal today for Romania than he was yesterday. Team photos for both lineups. A little bit of a huddle for the Romanians, the players and support staff. They were disappointing yesterday. As I said, they're very hot conditions, and they flagged in that last session and flagged very badly indeed. These two sides know all about each other as well. They played against each other as recently as June in Sharm el-Sheikh in Egypt. In the 6-team tournament, the two captains, Aaron Clark on the left and Ionel Postoka, known as Posti, on the right for Romania. They played in the 3rd and 4th place playoff in a 6-team tournament that also involved Kuwait, Hungary, Egypt and Lebanon. And England won 8-1. Mitch Day getting a hat-trick there. And that's the sort of thing that can happen with Romania. They can simply, in effect, not turn up. I've seen them do that last year in the 7th and 8th place playoff in the World Cup qualifier in Jesolo in Italy. They lost 15-7 to Hungary. What really was a very poor match indeed. There's David Jones on the sidelines for England. It's England who are getting us underway, playing from right to left on your screens in the all-white strip. Terry Bowes, James Temple, and an early touch for Taylor Hum in goal. Number 1 in this tournament for England, in place of Sam Webb, not available. Clark across the face of goal, Aaron Clark. You can see that in certain places the colour of the sand is a little bit darker than in other areas. The reason for that is the pitch has been watered in between matches after the first match between Andorra and the Czech Republic. The reason for that is to stop the sand dusting. Oh, that's gone right across the face of goal from Temple. It just flicked off Posti's head. And that will be a corner to England. When I say the sand dusts, and the players run round on the sand and it's very dry, it does become like a film in the air, a layer of dust. So by putting that little bit of water on there, that prevents it dusting just that little bit more and adds to the player comfort. Cleared by Aaron Clark. The attempt on goal from Jimmy. It's Viorel Farkas, the oldest player in the Romanian squad at 43. Keep your tweets coming in, incidentally. Hashtag EBSL Siofok. You can see the Twitter hashtag in the top left-hand corner of your screen. Bowes has done well, getting away from Jimmy and gets the shot in. Poured away by Bota. Bota is actually an outfield player, and in fact at one stage yesterday he played as an outfield player, number 9. In fact, there were plenty of times when he was in goal when he played as an outfield player yesterday. He came out and made some very odd decisions, committing himself far too far forward at times. Gets the shot in, and that's easily enough dealt with by Taylor Hunt. Temple. It's a free kick against Clark. A little bit disappointed with that decision, Aaron Clark. But Posty just got the wrong side of him, certainly in Clark's perspective anyway. Shrewd bit of play from the big number 4. Man who made his debut back in 2005 for Romania. Free kick is inside the Romanian half, so what that means is that the players are allowed to be goal side of the ball. They have to form what's known as a cone between the ball and the opposite corner flags. So Posty has a clear line of sight here to Taylor Hunt's goal. About 20 metres out. Drives it in powerfully, but wide of the target. Easily cut out by Gabriel Dobry. That distribution from Hum. Lawson flicks it away from Machi. Corbett battling away with Julian Ravoiu. In the end, it's over the top from Corbett. England Player of the Year in 2014, Mark Corbett, the number 9. And on that far side, Machi not able to keep the ball in. Ravi found himself clear on that far side. Looking to turn is Zaharia. Adrian Tanase goes back to his keeper. Oh, it's a tremendous shot from Bota. It's smashed against the crossbar. Confusion in the England defence, and then the overhead from Zaharia. It's the closest we've come to a goal so far. What a thumping effort from Bota. Illustrating what I was saying earlier about the fact that he's very much an outfield player. Down goes Raj Daniel. Tangling with Lawson. Evans plays on. Comes away with the ball against Zaharia. It's a physical contest, this one so far. Raj Daniel, the Silver Fox, trying to get away from Lawson. That should be a corner to Romania. Oh, it's just over the top from Tanase. Referee insisting that the ball is actually sent out of the penalty area by Taylor Hunt. Clark couldn't keep that in play, trying to get it to Terry Bowes. Ravi. Bota. It's worth putting him under a bit of pressure, Bota, from an England perspective, because, as I mentioned earlier, he's rather idiosyncratic in goal. Tanase went out of the stadium. Speaking to one international coach yesterday after the day's play, he was very surprised at the way Romania went about their business yesterday. The tempo of the match, he was saying, he felt was very low indeed. Tanase, I guess that's a reflection of the fact they are an aging side, Romania. And these conditions are quite extreme. They're warm, more than warm in fact. Although when these two sides met in June in Sharm el-Sheikh in Egypt, it was very hot indeed there as well. So it's not as if they're not used to these conditions, or not that they haven't played in them anyway. Terry Bowes demonstrating his juggling skills. Aaron Clark, anything you can do, I can do better, he says, and Zaharia gets the block in. Bowes looking round for his options, finds Temple square of him below our commentary position. Clark, this is nice from England, very nice. It's good movement from the players there. Clark just took his eye off the ball, and you can't do that when Match is around. He really is a genius, the number 14. He's more than capable of finding the back of the net in virtually any circumstance. It's over the top from Taylor Hum. Just about 4.5 minutes to go in this first period. Dobry goes square to his goalkeeper. Blazed over the top from Gabriel Dobry. Dobry, the 35-year-old, who got 3 goals, in fact, in the World Cup qualifier last September in Italy. Mitch Day, that's what he does so well, the overhead. Didn't quite time his effort to perfection on that occasion, but just keep an eye out for that during the course of the day, if you'll forgive the pun. Clark looking for Day, it's cut out by Dobry. He's happy to concede possession. Bowes with the spectacular, but again, that's off target. In fact, it's gone out for a throw-in or a kick-in. Players allowed either. In fact, Matchy opts for the kick-in. Once you've decided what you're going to go for, you've got to stick with it. The idea behind the kick-in is just to make sure the match continues at the pace beach soccer invariably does continue at, which is a very high tempo indeed. It was Jimmy cutting out from Temple, and then Bota makes the save from Aaron Clark. Dobry on this near side. Romania, as I mentioned, were a Division A side in 2013. Well, that's far too casual from Dobry, giving the ball to Terry Bowes. Well, I have to say, that looked like a free kick to me. Dobry wasn't impressed with Bowes going down. Bowes continues to stay down. I think that's going to require some treatment. I have to say, that really did look like a free kick. Let's have a look at it again. Well, that's as plain a free kick as you'll ever see, I think. It wasn't spotted by the officials. I will emphasise once again, though, we have the benefit of replays. They don't. They get one look at it. Well, that one was definitely one that was missed. Matchy gets the shot in. It's just flicked off the top of the head of Mark Mitchell. That'll be a corner. Flick header from Posty, but the ball was too high for him. He couldn't keep the header down. Mitchell looking at his options. Goes to Hum. Matty Evans trying to flick the ball back into the danger area. Matchy races forward, looks for a give and go with Dobry. Hasn't been an awful lot to get excited about in this match so far. Both teams realising the importance of this encounter, certainly from a Romanian perspective after yesterday's defeat. They know they have to get points on the board. And England know that if they can secure the win today, well, that will guarantee them a spot in Pärnu in a couple of weeks' time in Estonia. And with it, the possibility of a place in Division A next season. Ravi finds Adrian Tanase below our commentary position. Overcooks that pass, though, to Posti. Talking of overcooking, Taylor Hum's throw to Mitchell was well and truly burnt there. Something you'll notice, particularly when we get the two Division A games later on in the day. That's Spain against Ukraine and Switzerland against Hungary. The distribution of the goalkeepers to players up the pitch is absolutely top-notch, because the goalkeepers are not only shot stoppers, they're goal creators. And at the very highest level, top end of Division A, those goalkeepers are absolutely excellent at what they do. Kept in by Raj Daniel. Machi. That's the end of the first period, and it's a period that hasn't yielded any goals at all. It doesn't happen all that often in beach soccer, but it's happened today. It's only the 5th time this season in the Euro Beach Soccer League that we've had a goalless period of 12 minutes. We had one yesterday with Turkey and Andorra. That was the first period as well. So not an awful lot to get excited about. At the end of that first 12 minutes, England and Romania still locked together, 0-0. Here are the statistics. Very little to choose between the two teams. Most importantly of all, at the top of that graphic, nothing to choose in terms of the score. Let's have a look at some highlights then. An early effort from Terry Bowes, which Bota poured away. Our videotape department has done very well to get any highlights out of that first 12 minutes, because wasn't an awful lot to write home about. That was the closest we came to a goal. Bota smashing the ball against the crossbar of his opposite number, Taylor Hum. Some ball juggling by Terry Bowes. When we're reduced to showing this as a highlight, that not to decry that skill from Terry Bowes, but still it just illustrates the fact there weren't too many threatening efforts on goal. It was an effort from Aaron Clark from distance. Bota showing a little bit of fallibility there, but in the end, we're still goalless.
Sometimes we have to, it's not on going forward, let's not get free in there and close up our space. We have to come out, retain. They don't like to got the ball, it tires them. So it goes round, it comes, and that opportunity will come. Sometimes we fracture things when we don't need to, when we can, you know, I wanted to get shots off, but sometimes we're in unrealistic positions where we're going to score. We're crashing at it, and there's another pass on, and it will come. Be patient.
Well, boys, come on.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that little bit of an insight into what goes on in between each period of a beach soccer match. Terry Bowes, player coach for England, just getting his message across to his players. And it's going to be England who are on the receiving end at the beginning of this second period after a goalless first 12 minutes, because Romania are the ones who are going to get us underway. Matchy appeals for a handball, and it's been given against Terry Bowes. And he can't quite believe the decision's gone against him, but it has. And in fact, Bowes has been given a yellow card. Well, if you think that's deliberate handball, well, I think you're in a different environment to me. That was very unlucky. He wasn't even raising his hands there, Bowes, really. Very harsh decision, you could argue. And I think Terry Bowes making that point to the referee, but all the same, the decision stands, and this is a real problem for England, because Matchy from about 14 metres out in a central position is usually absolutely lethal in these sorts of situations. He's up against Jeffrey, and he scores. Michael Jeffrey taking over in goal for the second period for England, and his first task is to pull the ball out of the back of the net. Matchy scores, goal number 2 for him in Siofok 2015, and after just 4 seconds of the second period, Romania hit the front. Michael Jeffrey, in his debut season, made his debut for England against Estonia in Spain at the beginning of April. In the squad in place of Sam Webb. It's the perfect start for Romania, and it gets better still. 13 seconds into this period, and they've doubled their advantage. Raj Daniel, the Silver Fox, racing forward. He found himself in space, and he took full advantage. 2-0, and Romania suddenly have a vice-like grip on proceedings. Switching from defence to attack very quickly indeed, Romania. Gabriel Dobry finding Ravi on the overlap, and very coolly slotted home. Raj Daniel, in fact, the man who produced that finish. And this is a real test for England now, isn't it? They were looking very comfortable in the first period. Far from it now. They've just got to hang in there. This is what Romania can do. They're capable of having real hot streaks, because they've got some incredibly talented players. What they've also got, as I say, is an element of fallibility. If you get on top of them, they do have the potential and the ability to crumple in a heap, as England showed against them in Egypt in June. Romania in this second period have made a change in goal as well. Gheorghe Lorento, Lala has taken over from Floroionat. Lala, another veteran of the side at 42, but he is actually a specialist goalkeeper. Unlike Bota, he's very much a makeshift keeper. Clark forward to Mitch Day. Need some inspiration from somewhere here, England. Is Day the man to provide it? Temple, block tackle by Matchy. Finds Raj Daniel on this near side. It all started to go wrong for England in this second period with that decision against Terry Bowes for handball. Beaten away by Lala from Bowes. Clark attempting the spectacular. Was there contact on Day as he was looking for the overhead? The England bench certainly thought there was. And then Day goes down under challenge from Dobry. That'll be a yellow card against Dobry. So England now suddenly have a free kick in a very good position indeed. Second booking of the match. And that's why. Obstruction from Dobry, preventing Day having any chance at all of getting to that ball. So Mitch Day from about 10 metres at a slight angle up against Lala. England need to get off the mark here. That's a good save from Lala. Day is in there. And the ball's been put into the back of the net by Matty Evans, but already a penalty had been given. Penalty given against Lala for the challenge on Day. It looks as though there was a collision between Lala and Day. There is the collision. You can see the knee of Mitch Day has caught Lala's head. Day going down. The penalty was given. Evans had put the ball in the back of the net, but already the whistle had gone. Stretch has been called out for Lala. That's bad news. Straight away I saw the England players calling the physiotherapist on. So wouldn't surprise me if there's a little bit of blood there. Maybe a cheekbone problem as well. Oh, this isn't looking good for Lala at all, is it? Let's have another look at it here, if we can bear to do so. There you can see the left knee of Mitch Day has gone straight into the right temple of Lala. That's nasty. That's very nasty indeed. Brave goalkeeping. And he's being shifted onto a stretcher. There's got to be every chance of a concussion here, you would think. Well, this isn't good to see at all, is it? Now holding his head steady. There's applause from the spectators as Lala is helped off. Bota had just come on as an outfield player actually, but he's got to come back on now as the goalkeeper. Change of shirt for him, and his first act is going to be to try and save a penalty. Well, I guess the referees have to act in real time. Hindsight would have been very good indeed if they could have just allowed that goal to stand. But the referee's whistle had already gone. Whether you think it was a penalty as well, of course, is a matter of debate. It's just two players going for the ball. One of them was Mitch Day, and he's up now, getting ready to take this penalty. Oh, it's saved! Oh, that really will be a kick in the teeth as far as England are concerned. They'd had the ball in the back of the net. And it didn't count. They had the penalty, and that's a terrific stop from Bota. I've said already that his goalkeeping has been a little bit idiosyncratic, but there was nothing idiosyncratic about that stop. That was terrific. He guessed the right way. You could say that Day gave him an opportunity because it was quite close to the goalkeeper. But all the same, that really was a good stop. So England still yet to get a foothold in this match. Day then committing a foul, giving Romania the opportunity to clear their lines, which they do. Oh, and that's just bobbled up over Jeffrey's hands, wide of the upright. Tanase and Mitchell, a clash of heads, I think. Both were looking at the ball. Trying to take advantage of the distribution of Michael Jeffrey. Well, clash of heads seem to be very much in vogue at the moment in this second period, don't they? Blows to the head anyway. Let's hope Lala's okay. As I mentioned earlier, Romania only had 9 to select from yesterday because Zaharia wasn't available. They had a full 10 to pick from today, but now they're back down to 9. And the problem that Romania have is that because they're an aging side, shall we say, they need to rotate players as quickly as they can, as often as they can, and that's a foul given against Tanase for a challenge on Lawson. It's getting a bit niggly out there at the moment, isn't it? Because if Romania can't rotate players on and off and give players suitable amounts of rest, then what happened yesterday is very much a possibility for them, that they'll flag in the third and final period in this heat. Just under 8.5 minutes to go in period number 2 here. And still Romania lead by 2-0. 2 goals in the first 13 seconds of the second period. Lawson's effort over the top by quite some distance. Posti. Headed clear by Mitchell. Evans, who had the ball in the net a little earlier, didn't count though. That's good defensive work from Ravi, but Evans shows tenacity. Ravi wasn't too impressed with that tenacity. No free kick was given. Dobry cutting inside, and a good save from Jeffrey. Dobry getting away from Corbett. Jeffrey was equal to the task. Oh, Evans giving the ball straight to Ravi. England looking just a little bit rattled at the moment. Dobry. That's a great run from Dobry, and he scores, yes! Dobry was like a knife through butter through the middle of the England defence there. Surging run, and finding the corner of the net unerringly. So Gabriel Dobry gets his second goal here in Siofok. Getting away from Lawson, no one came to meet him. And that really was an accurate finish, wasn't it? Right in the corner, away from Jeffrey's dive. So it's not looking good for England at the moment. Plenty of time to get back into the match, of course. Bowes finding himself clear on this near side. Just got the ball stuck under his feet a little bit. The ball just got stuck in the sand, and then Aaron Clark is over the top. This match really has turned around spectacularly in the second period, hasn't it? Little to get excited about in the first 12 minutes, but that certainly hasn't been the case since then. Match, he hasn't, well, had much to do apart from scoring after 4 seconds of period number 2. If he can get on the ball, then England's woes really will increase. Bowes. Temple. Day missed that penalty. Tackled by Dobry. That's good work from Gabriel Dobry. Cuts back inside to get away from Day. Machi sitting deeper than one would normally associate with him. Bota. Finds Jimmy on the near side. That's cut out by Bowes, who's rampaging forward. Just gets the ball again, stuck in the sand. Raj Daniel. Dobry. Jimmy. Back to Bota. It's nicely done. Jimmy once more on the near side, below our commentary position. What a Bo's options. Got Temple square. It's a bit too casual from Jeffrey, under challenge from Machi. Dobry, Machi, the overhead and just wide. Romania looking threatening here though. Danger, danger as far as England are concerned. Keep your tweets coming in incidentally, hashtag EBSL Siofok. You can see the Twitter hashtag in the top left-hand corner of your screen. Hashtag EBSL Siofok. What are your views on this match? What are your views on the action here in Siofok so far? Give us a shout, we'll give you a shout. Where are you watching as well? Let us know that. How are you watching? Are you watching online? Or one of the numerous broadcasters that's carrying the action? Jimmy misses his kick completely there. Bose on the volley. Just catches Machi on the back. Machi comes away with the ball, finds Raj Daniel, nutmegs at Temple. Clark, haven't seen a lot of him so far today. England need to see a lot more of him on the ball. It's a good tackle from Jimmy, that'll be a corner. Just as Temple was trying to get his shot away. Temple staying down. Let's hope he's okay. A little bit of sand in the face, I think. And maybe just a flailing hand, in fact. Looking at that. Fingers in the eye. England's physiotherapist, Nina Parkin, making her way onto the sand. Her first involvement with the England beach soccer team was in this event 12 months ago. Corner to England after all of that. Mitchell can't keep that in play. Tanase on the far side, looking to rampage forward, shows too much of that to Matty Evans though. Just under 4 minutes to go in this second period. I have to say, Romania looking reasonably comfortable at the moment. Can all change though in beach soccer. Things can turn around in an absolute instant. It's a free kick. Mitchell on Posty. And no love lost between those two, the two number 4s. In fact, there's a booking for Mitchell. Mitchell getting a yellow card. That's the second booking for England. And in the end, semblance of an apology between the two players, which is good to see. So a free kick to Romania. The free kick is just inside the Romanian half, so players are allowed to be goal side of the ball. Posty. Only Machi in the current squad has got more caps for Romania. Oh, that was a tremendous strike with his right foot. Jeffrey was diving. He was a very relieved man to see that one go wide. Acrobatic from Corbett, but off target by quite some distance. Bota had plenty of room to move forward. Corbett now. Posty at the back, strong and secure. Lawson just gets the ball stuck under his feet. Machi takes it away from him. Lawson concedes the throw-in. Happy to play the game at their pace at the moment, Romania, and why not? They've earned the right to do so, very much in control. 3 goals to the good. Zaharia on this near side. Knocking the ball around, Romania very confidently, very comfortably. England chasing shadows at the moment. Zaharia on this near side, on the edge of the penalty area. And this is almost a benefit match at the moment, the way Romania are keeping possession. In the end, Zaharia gets the shot in. And Jeffrey happy to see it go wide, so England can finally regain possession, but not for long. This is very frustrating for the men in white. Ravi, beautiful control, bringing that ball down wonderfully. The overhead, it hits Lawson. Just stays in play, though. Clark. You need to get him on the ball a lot more than they have done so far. He's battling away, Aaron Clark. He's done well, found Day. This isn't happening for England at the moment, is it? Less than a minute to go in the second period. Lots of shouting from England out on the pitch at the moment. Gets the impression they're a little bit frustrated. Ravi not happy with some of the decisions that are going against them. Posti. Romania happy to invite England onto them. Bowled long. Ravi does really well to keep that in play. That was exceptional. Got the overhead in on target as well. Jeffrey was equal to it, and Romania at the moment very much in control. England need this break to have a little bit of a regathering of their thoughts, you rather fancy, because Romania looking good. They lost yesterday against Azerbaijan, but they're 3 goals to the good now. Machi, Rajdaniel and Dobry the scorers, all of the goals in that second period. And England got the win yesterday against Moldova. They now have it all to do. England 0, Romania 3. Here are the statistics. And the most important one of all is at the top of the screen. Here are some highlights. That was just 4 seconds into the second period. Slightly controversial handball given against Terry Bowes. Machi took advantage. And then just 9 seconds later, Rajdaniel added to the advantage. Posti forward to Dobry. And Rajdaniel just side-footing the ball home. Consummate ease. Mitch Day, he's had a frustrating period. None more so than there. He was brought down by Lala, got the penalty, and it was saved by Bota, who took over from Lala as Lala was stretchered off. And then there's the third goal for Romania. Dobry bursting forward, and question marks over England's defence. No one really closed him down. He got away from Lawson and buried that ball in the corner. Lovely finish for his second goal of this long weekend. Just about sums things up for England in the second period. Terry Bowes getting that ball stuck under his feet in the sand. Romania in a very comfortable position at the moment, but there's still 12 minutes of action to go. 3-0 they lead.
Bravo.
So it's England who are going to get us underway in this third and final period. Playing from right to left on your screens. Can they get back into the match? Got a mountain to climb. They're 3-0 down. It's a tough assignment. The longest journey starts with the first step. They've got us underway again. Temple. Tanase. Goals for Romania so far from Maci, Raj Daniel and Dobry. And Romania looking to add to that now. Dobry just showing too much to Hum. But Dobry got a second bite of the cherry, got it to Maci. And Maci doesn't miss from that sort of range. He doesn't miss from any sort of range usually. It's his second goal of the match, his third of the tournament here in Siofok. And, well, Romania started the second period like a dream. They've started the third period like a dream as well. Hum perhaps should have done better there. Should have gathered the ball. It got away from him. Dobry got the ball to Maci. And that was easy peasy, wasn't it? Sweeping the ball home with his left foot. 2 for Maci. 4 for Romania. Well, it's twice now in succession that England simply haven't woken up at the start of a period. Romania have hit them with a sucker punch. Clark, who he does well, but in the end can't get the ball to Mitch Day. He'd done all the hard work. He wasn't able to complete the job. Just looking very, very difficult indeed for England now. And this is more like the Romania we're used to seeing. Oh, Maci's done well to keep that in play. When they are on their game, Romania, you can certainly argue they've got every right to call themselves a Division A side, which is what they were in 2013 until they had a hiatus from the Euro Beach Soccer League last summer. Mitch Day's effort into Tanase. Bota looks for options, finds Zaharia down the pitch. That was a lovely piece of distribution. Temple wins the ball, has to get it clear. If you're in control of the ball in your own penalty area for more than 4 seconds, that's a free kick. Zaharia reacts first. Doesn't get the shot away as he would have wanted, though. Hum bowls it forward today. He's crowded out by 2 defenders. Next up, incidentally, it's Turkey against Norway. Battle between 2 sides that won yesterday. Evans with the overhead. She hits the corner flag. Remember, the top 3 sides in each of these Division B groups go forward to the promotional final, where they'll meet the bottom-ranked side from Division A, together with the hosts Estonia in a couple of weeks' time in Pärnu. Higher you finish in your group, though, the better, because it means you get a better seeding. The lower you finish, the more likely you are to be playing one of the sides that top the opposite group. It's poor distribution from Hum. Well over Evans' head. Evans needed a step ladder to reach that one. Ravi up against Bose. The overhead from Ravi, that was spectacular, wasn't it? Didn't get it on target though. Corbett once more. Lawson. Corbett again. Policed by Posty. He's all the way back to Mitchell at the back post, whose effort is blocked by Zaharia. Again, Zaharia does well, getting the ball away from Corbett as he was racing on. A little bit of a collision between Corbett and Posty, so that's going to require some treatment by the physiotherapist, who's been hard pressed in this match. In fact, the physio isn't here at the moment. Somebody else from the support staff is coming out to administer the treatment. Physio would have gone, I'm sure, with Lala perhaps to hospital to get some treatment for the collision that we saw, a very nasty collision in that second period. Mitch Day's knee colliding with the temple, what appeared to be the temple of Lala. Fingers crossed he's going to be okay. It's the aftermath of the collision between Corbett and Posty. Jimmy wasn't happy with the distribution by Bota there. Oh, a shot from distance, and not a bad shot either from Corbett. Just off target though. It's been the story of the day for England so far. They just haven't clicked. Put a little bit of pressure on them tomorrow, won't it? If they don't get a victory here. They're up against Azerbaijan. Zaharia battling away with Evans. It's a Romania ball. Throw was a poor one to no one in particular, but Jimmy still managed to get possession, and Hum has to make the save. Evans, little cushioned header towards Corbett, doesn't find him, and Dobry can rampage forward again as he did in the second period, and he finds Machi, and Machi completes a hat-trick. Oh dear, dear me, as far as England are concerned, and what a wonderful day this is turning out to be for Romania. Just over 6 minutes to go in this match, a hat-trick for Machi. Almost goes without saying you expect Machi to get hat-tricks. He got 4 of the things in Jesolo last September in the World Cup qualifier as part of 18 goals. Only Dejan Stankovic of Switzerland scored more. That's the second hat-trick we've had this weekend in Siofok. Henrik Salvesen of Norway got 4 yesterday. Machi's now got 3. And Romania surely clean and clear. They're 5-0 up against England. Sweet revenge for Romania this would be, after they were thrashed 8-1 in the 3rd and 4th place playoff of that 6-team tournament in Sharm el-Sheikh in June. As Temple misses out on an opportunity there. Oh, and Machi finds himself in acres of space. That's good goalkeeping from Hum, though. Came out and smothered the danger. That should really have been 6 for Romania. Raj Daniel was clear on this near side, but Machi only had eyes for goal, and Hum only had eyes for the ball. So Machi, along with Salvesen, has 4 goals in this tournament. You expect it from him, and he really does have taste for blood now, doesn't he? Looking for another strike on goal. He's going to come off for a little bit of a sit down, a well-deserved sit down too. Replaced by Posty. Time ticking away for England, just over 5 minutes to go. Bose, yes! That's a wonderful strike by Terry Bowes, and England are off the mark. Is it too little, too late? He was given too much time, too much space, and a player of Terry Bowes' ability will take advantage of that, and that's exactly what he's done. Wonderful volley, right in the top corner, and I think you could even have told the goalkeeper where he was going to place it, and he wouldn't have been able to save it. Have a look at this. This is a great angle to show you the fact that that was absolutely dead-eyed Dick in the top corner. No chance for Bota, and no clean sheet for Romania today then. 5-1. Is there time for England to mount a stirring fight back? Just over 5 minutes to go. If they can get another goal quickly now, maybe Romania will be nervous. Well, and that's a free kick against Raj Daniel. He can't believe it on Aaron Clark. He's being told to be quiet, Raj Daniel, just easing Clark off the ball. And the referee wasn't happy. Well, I've mentioned already, they're an aging side, Romania. They've only got 9 at the moment because Lala's off getting treatment for that blow to the temple. So if England can really get some wind in their sails here, then they really can perhaps spark some panic in the Romanian lineup. Aaron Clark up against Bota. Clark scores! Oh, this is great from England. Just under 5 minutes to go, and England all of a sudden have found a second wind. Captain leading from the front, Aaron Clark. 5-2. No real celebrations from him. He knows that there's a lot of work still to do. But they've given themselves just an outside chance of getting back into this match now, England. That's a corner, the restart just flicking off Bowes. Romania would certainly like a goal here, I'm sure, just to ease their nerves. Clark coming forward, looking for Temple, finds him. Day just over-egging the pudding with that pass. Clearing Bowes by quite some distance. Is that a push in the back on Zaharia? Yes, it was, by Temple. The referee deciding it was outside the penalty area. I have to say, if it was given as a free kick or given as a foul, it looked to me as though it was in the penalty area, but the referee saw it differently. Edge of the penalty area was marked by the yellow flags. Well, penalty or no penalty, it's a dead ball situation for Romania from a slight angle. Dorel Zaharia up against Taylor Hum. Oh, it's smashed off the upright. If that had gone in, surely that would have been the end of the news, but England still alive and kicking, only just. Mitchell across to Lawson, who can't keep that in play. Unlucky with the way the ball bobbled. Bota. Less than 4 minutes remaining. 3 goals between the two teams. Raj Daniel gets it away from Hum. Lawson up against Posty. Cuts inside, does really well, Lawson. Blocked by Tanase. Raj Daniel rampaging forward, eased off the ball by Mitchell. No free kick. Posty, down he goes under challenge, and that is a free kick. Well, players on both sides not entirely happy with the refereeing. Posty down, requiring some treatment. A few of the Romanian players have come to the edge of the pitch to take some water. That was the free kick, given against Mitchell. And that was the effort from Zaharia. Hum beaten, but not the upright. Bit of magic spray on the right foot of Posty. In fact, it doesn't look as though he's going to be able to continue. He's being helped off. So Machi comes on to take the free kick, much to the chagrin of England. Just heard their player coach Terry Bowes below us saying he's got every belief that Posty's going to come back on and there's no meaningful damage done. If you ever have a dead ball situation, you really would like Machi to take it. He's got 3 goals already. He's come on in place of Posty to take this free kick. He's about 14 metres from goal in a reasonably central position, and he's up against Taylor Hum. Oh, and he smashed the upright, so that's twice in the space of 2 minutes. Romania have rattled the frame of the goal. First of all Zaharia, and then Machi. Bowes, little cute back heel towards Corbett from an acute angle. That's a good save at his near post from Bota. The referee being insistent that Corbett take the corner from within the quadrant. There's an imaginary quadrant there. Was Corbett fouled? He thinks he was. So does Bowes, but no foul was given. Jimmy on the far side. Time ticking away for England. Just 2.5 minutes remaining. They're 3 goals down, and that's a free kick. Jimmy concedes it for that challenge on Lawson. It's all getting a bit niggly out there, isn't it, in this third and final period? Both sides know the importance of what's at stake. An opportunity to play in the promotional final. And England really need this to go in from Lawson. Right-footed, strikes it well, but it was always rising. Just flicked off the fingers of Bota, so that'll be a corner. Bowes will take it. Exchange with Clark. Looking for Day. Doesn't find him. Machi to Dobry, who's rampaging forward. Just driven wide by Hum. Machi's in the penalty area. That's good from Dobry. In the end, he was unable to retain possession. Temple. Temple still going, gets the shot in, pushed away by Bota. Not too convincingly, but effective nonetheless. Less than 2 minutes remaining. Day, policed by 2 Romanian players. Well, this match really has been a slow burner in the sense that the first period, well, very little happened indeed. And then all of a sudden Romania was so quickly out of the traps at the beginning of period number 2, leapt into a 3-goal lead, and they've been reasonably comfortable ever since. They were 5-0 up in the third period, remember, with just 7 minutes remaining. England have rallied, but it looks as though it's going to be too little too late. Machi, he's clean through on goal. And that'll be a corner, but perhaps he should have done better. Referee again insisting that the ball is placed within the imaginary quadrant. Dobry back to Machi. They're happy to retain possession as the clock ticks down. A smashed shot to the near post. Hum makes the save. Less than 30 seconds remaining. Temple fluffs his kick. Did that come off the arm of Temple? It did indeed. That sums things up for England, really, I'm afraid. It just hasn't happened for them today. And that expression says it all, doesn't it, by Temple? Ball just ricocheting off his upper arm. So England have the Romania have the free kick, and it's a free kick that Machi will be able to take. It's inside the Romanian half. And Romania, well, they needed a reaction after yesterday's loss to Azerbaijan, and they've certainly got one, haven't they? They can now look forward with real confidence to their match tomorrow. The final match against Moldova. A match which on paper you would expect them to win. And if they do that, 6 points. That will not only take them to the promotional final, but also take them in very good order indeed. There's 12 seconds remaining on the clock. And this really would put the icing on the cake for Romania if Machi could score. His effort is wide. Clark, can he get a consolation for England? He's denied by Dobry. Raj Daniel. He's through on goal. His shot is over the top, but still it's a victory, and a really good victory for Romania. A hat-trick for Machi. Goals as well for Raj Daniel and Dobry. For England, well, they missed a penalty in period number 2. And even though they got a couple of late goals from Terry Bowes and Aaron Clark in the space of a minute, it was just too little too late. Machi really is the magic man, isn't he? Tremendous goal scorer, and he's done it yet again for his country. A hat-trick for him. He takes all the accolades, and rightly so. And his team take the 3 points. It's finished. England 2, Romania 5. Here are the statistics. Not an awful lot to choose between the teams in terms of those statistics below the line, but above the line, the only one that counts, England 2, Romania 5.